Sneako ruined his career in 48 hours. Now, guys, if you haven't already seen it, I have it in the top left corner right here. I have already made a video about the Sneako situation, but apparently it got worse. It got worse, and you already know what it is. We're just gonna react to it. This is by my boy Omeezy. You already know. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Thank you for clicking on this video, man. Let's check this shit out.
I think Sneako played the song. Yeah. I think Tristan explicitly told me that Sneako played the song.
If Sneako played the song, Sneako played the song. I don't think that any of them are deeply anti-Semitic genuinely. I think they're just kids. It gets a reaction. They think they're funny. They're on the internet. I really didn't do anything wrong.
I don't think I sold him out, and I'll tell you why. Firstly, he hasn't been my friend for a very long time.
Oh, damn. Yikes. Bro, that must have hurt Sneako. That must have hurt Sneako badly, bro. Because we already know, I don't know if you guys remember that Meat Canyon animation, right? I'm not even going to play it. That Meat Canyon shit. Anyways, we already know that Sneako looked up and still probably looks up to Andrew Tate for like 6 years now, bro. 5 years. And so this hurts, bro. Andrew Tate disapproving Sneako, calling him a kid. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My bad. Wrong sound effect. Uh-oh. This is bad.
He's not like Tristan. I hung out with him years ago when he was emulating me, trying to be me. Desperately. I made his career by speaking to him. Forever. Instead of showing me thanks for that, he started, every time I wouldn't reply to his texts, go on stream and cry in some way and complain about me.
Worried about the backlash.
Wow, bro. This must be bad for Sneako, bro. He's losing all his friends.
What?
He's losing all his friends, bro. This sucks. Andrew Tate just admitted. Andrew Tate's throwing him under the bus. He's been throwing him under the bus. He already spoke upon the situation. If you guys don't know, I already put a link to this video where basically they went to the club. They played HH, Heil, you know who, the Jew killer, right? So they played Kanye West's banned song in Germany, banned song in America. It is literally banned from profit, banned from being played. And so they played it in the club, got a lot of backlash, got banned from literally every single nightclub, bar in Miami. And so now, after all the backlash, Andrew Tate is throwing him under the bus and saying, hey, fuck you. We were never even close. All you did was trying to copy me. I made your fucking career, buddy. I made your life. Wow. That sucks, bro.
You're saying, oh, it was us that wanted the song. Why are you now saying it's somebody else? Because you know why? He's folded. Yo, then folded. Oh, Top G, I didn't fold. Sneako, you are worried, my friend. You know how I know? Hey, bro, we're banned from the clubs. What can we do? You are worried, Sneako.
Sneako, what would you want Myron to do?
I don't really want to give it attention, but it's pretty clear. It's like this is an embarrassment. I mean, you're supposed to be like the leaders of the masculinity space, just like no principles. You ask for a fight, back down.
Supposed to be the leaders of the masculinity space. Really?
What?
The fuck are you talking about? Leaders of the masculinity space, man. Wow. If anybody here looks up to Myron, Sneako, Cuvicular, please get the fuck out. Unsubscribe and get the fuck out. Red pill. If you're still in that looks maxing red pill shit, just leave, bro. I don't even want to talk to you.
Face nothing. Say let's fight. No words. Try to squash it. You go behind my back. Talk. It's embarrassing. These are the people that are supposed to be accountable. Men need to be accountable. Men need to lead. These aren't leaders. These are frauds. Yeah, just like from my perspective, we can move on for this. I need to finish my monologue. I've never seen this many people switch on me, bro. I've never seen it happen. I don't have a lot of people supporting me right now. There's a lot of pressure from a lot of different angles. Perhaps I'm too paranoid.
You're just salty, bro.
It's because you thought you were holier than thou. You thought you were...
You're salty, bro. You're salty. You don't have your friends with you, bro. I'm sorry. You're salty. You don't got your friends with you, bro.
You're greater, but at the end of the day, you still in a coop. I made a video about the biggest group of losers coming together and going to a club, trying to spark up a controversy stream. It was filled with a massive amounts of cringiness, but the thing that really stood out was this song that was played. Kanye West's HH, a banned song that's very anti-Semitic, blasted not only in the vans, but was requested in the club. And in that video, I called out how crazy it was for those guys to be, you know, linking and building and coordinating with each other solely due to the fact that they don't actually like each other. And that was kind of highlighted when they left stream and went back to their homes and started attacking each other on their own individual stream through tweets, through streams, all that stuff like that. But the funniest thing about all of this is that everybody turned their attention to one guy and one guy only. They all started dogpiling and shitting on Sneako, arguably the weakest link.
And that's how you know that everything was fake in the beginning, bro. That's exactly how you know that everything was fake, bro. Because if you genuinely look at everything happening right now, if you literally look at everything happening, they were supposed to be this masculine fucking losers, but red pill, look smaxing, jawline mewing looking ass guys, right? Well, look at what happened, bro. They got a lot of attention, bad attention. They got a lot of controversy and a lot of hate. And what do? Oh my God, team meeting. Who are we gonna throw under the bus? He's the weakest. Throw him under the bus. So basically, this proves that it was never like that to begin with, bro. You know what I'm saying? It sucks.
And I think this is so funny. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It would be greatly appreciated. Let's hurry up and get back into this video. I feel like I got to give a little bit of a backstory on Sneako. See, there's two Sneakos that exist on the internet. The creative, the ultra introspective, the one that goes out and does the vlogs, the one that's self-aware, the one that's really, really sensitive. And that part is important because that bleeds into everything else. And he was getting that off for a little while, but then I think what happened is that, you know, people weren't gravitating towards it like he thought they would, or maybe the money wasn't coming through. I don't really know. And this is what activates the B side of Sneako, the rage baiter, the shock value guy, the red pill grifter, the guy that grabs at the low hanging fruit to get his name popping again. It's almost like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde type situation. And it's funny how, you know, when he gets into that rage bait.
By the way, that's the definition of a troll, right? A regular guy figures out he can't really do shit, so he's literally gonna rage bait, he's gonna troll, he's going to piss people off for the entertainment of others in order to try and be some type of jester. You know, that fucking, the guy with the little bells on his head who's trying to, you know, entertain the king. That's what I'm talking about. And so he understands he can't really be a good person in this life. If he does, he's not going to get money, attention, fame, all the bad things. And so he's going to be like, you know what, I'm going to be a jester. I'm going to try and troll. I'm going to be fucking rude, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to be racist, and I'm going to hate these people. It's just going to be bad. And so he understands that he, like Omizi said, hangs for the lowest fruit, goes for the lowest fruit. You know what I'm saying? To fill some type of fame. And look at what happens, bro. Life has a mysterious way of working itself out, right?
Bag. He always goes back to the whole defensive mode. People are killing me on the timeline, and they care more about this than they've ever cared about Palestine. Shut the hell up. Now, it's funny because Sneako has access to a plethora of content creators on these different platforms. Even recently, after he got unbanned from Twitch, he's aligned himself via phone call with people like Agent 00. So he can get to this whole different side of the internet. But he also has access to the Nick Fuentes, the Claviculars, the Fresh and Fits of the world. And it's funny because all of these guys that I just named are more so temporary alliances. They're there to use you just like you're there to use them.
Yeah,
but
it's
the
a
difference
bunch of
is
raccoons, bro. It's a bunch of lizards, a bunch of very slimy individuals.
Hey, you won't throw them under the bus, but they sure as hell will.
You don't think you know what you're doing, really?
Sincerely, I say
It's not like I care, but when I see you doing it, I'm like, this guy likes, you know, it likes attacking.
You're very thin-skinned.
You like sending your, it's not thin-skinned. I don't care about troll comments. I care about you not caring about your friends.
Well,
people that you supposedly care about. Why would you do that to people that have helped you out? Why would you like send people to go and attack people, the same people that were on your side?
You know why? Because you're a fair weather friend. That's why.
It just dawned on me. Everybody turned on him.
It's just sad, bro. All his friends, right? Like, let's keep it true, bro. They were never his friends, which I already said. But basically, everybody that he thought had his back doesn't, and now he's panicking. You know, he's not keeping that same energy, right?
They started to unravel after the backlash of them playing that HH song in these different clubs that got them banned from Miami. No, they technically didn't get banned from the city, but they got banned from the nightlife, the restaurants, the events, pretty much anything and everything. And I guess Sneako didn't get the text of nose goes because when everybody had the opportunity to get back to their specific platforms, you know, everybody turned on him. Starting with Andrew Tate.
I think Sneako played the song.
Yeah.
I think Tristan explicitly told me that Sneako played the song.
If Sneako played the song, Sneako played the song. I don't think that any of them are deeply anti-Semitic genuinely. I think they're just kids. It gets a reaction. They think they're fun.
By the way, this guy is a literal troll. He made his money doing forcing girls to be his slaves and doing webcam services. He is a troll. If you watch the boxing fight, it just proves how fucking dumb this guy is. You know what I'm saying? He literally said he lost the boxing fight because if he were to win, maybe God would kill his brother. What type of what type of coping mechanism is that, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Funny, on the internet, I really didn't do anything wrong. I understand why some people were offended. I got on a bus. Full-grown men made decisions while I sat on my phone. I then got off the bus and stood in a nightclub while other people played songs while I sat on my phone. So it's so clear that songs like this can't be played without meeting genuine power in the world.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so hilarious, actually. Now, you would probably expect this. After listening to more of Andrew Tate's spiel about how he even got there, he kind of told this story about how he didn't want to hang out with Sneako in the first place, which makes a lot of sense. Not too long ago, I covered a video where he and Sneako were beefing. He got age restricted because of the reasons why they were beefing, but just know they had been at odds with each other. So they weren't really friends in the first place. As told by Tate, they had to beg Andrew to come out that night to even spend time once he found out that Sneako was there.
So I was like, you know, I'm not going to talk to him anymore. So I didn't talk to him for 4 long years. I'm going to avoid this guy because he's just weird. And then I get to Miami, I speak to Clav, and Clav is with Nick Fuentes, and he begs for Sneako to come. And I said, Sneako's weird. Begs and begs and begs. Here we are. Who's on the internet insulting me? Sneaky.
What a fucking loser. Could you imagine sucking up to this guy who you are actually beefing with in real time because they need the look? Oh my God.
They're both losers, bro. This is just incel behavior. This is the opposite of what they preach. This is just upsetting and this is just disgusting, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad that this is happening. I'm glad that they're finally being exposed. And I really hope that their followers, their delusional ass, I need a muse so I can get my fucking jawline good, ass followers, will snap out of this delusion and start living their own lives, bro.
What a dickhead. But those are his non-friends. It gets even worse though, because even his friends or people he would say that he aligns with, is cool with, some people that really came up in the same content creation era that he grew up in have even turned their backs on him. Aiden Ross, of all people, who has said things like, yo, I think these jokes are funny. You gotta laugh at your own people sometime. Even he turned his back on Sneako.
They got banned from every fucking club. Are you fucking kidding me? How? Well, I'm not gonna say how. The Miami clubs are all, dude, Miami's all Jews. Like, they're so fucking dumb. They should have done that shit in, like, I don't even know. I think everybody has seen that fucking clip, and it's not a one-person thing. And I love Sneako, but I didn't fuck with that clip personally, only because my family saw it.
Jeez.
They got mad at me. I said, listen, guys, this is just an act. He loves Jews. Sneako's Jewish. Sneako's dad loves me. And I'm like, bro, Sneako. I'm like texting him on the side, like, dude, my mom, my dad, come on, bro, what are you doing?
By the way, this guy's a fucking troll too. Apparently, Sneako is Jewish.
What?
The fuck are you talking about? So not only is he black, Asian, Hispanic, Jewish. What the fuck? Is this dude a chameleon, bro? You know what I'm saying? Is bro a chameleon for real? That's crazy, bro. Anyways, Aiden Ross is a dumbass too, bro.
Guys, the reason why I have such a smile on my face is because Sneako did all of this. His whole world is falling apart around him. Everybody's throwing him underneath the bus, and he couldn't even commit to the bit. I was watching Young Don's video about this situation, and he highlighted the fact that if you look at Sneako on that bus while they are playing that song, Sneako can't even commit to saying the actual words.
Yes. He literally says, hail, and then he stops. He can't even do it. Now, in the club, he did it. Because he probably had some alcohol. You know, he was loose. He was tipsy, getting buzzed. And so he didn't care so much. But you can tell that he is uncomfortable. He twitches a lot. You know what I'm saying? There's this clip. I don't know if Omi's is going to show it. Where he receives this phone call about him getting banned on every single Miami nightclub, nightlife, restaurants, food, venues, whatever. He receives it and he starts twitching on the phone call, trying to keep his cool, keep his composure. He literally starts twitching like this. He starts biting his nails. He starts like putting his palm on his forehead a little bit. You can tell he's uncomfortable, yet somehow after the phone call, he switches back like a snake to his original, it doesn't bother me, you guys are the real problem, victim mentality. So that's just exposes how fake people can get, and I'm very happy and upset at the same time that somebody like this can reach this level of fame, but I'm happy that it's finally getting exposed. But there's so many more people like him, bro.
To the song.
So stupid.
Look at this.
Can't even say it.
Look
Can't
at
even
this.
say it, bro.
Everybody else in the car is bumping it, having a great time, singing the lyrics. Myron is in it. He's committed. Sneako can only raise his eyebrows. Oh my. And that's them playing it in the club. And Sneako is saying every other word, verb for verb, bar for bar, line for line, adjective for adjective, noun for noun. But when it comes to the specific anti-Semitic part, he's not even saying it. He's literally avoiding saying it. So if what everybody else is saying holds true, you put that song on for everybody else's enjoyment, for them to get their shit off because you knew it would go viral.
It's because you're a jester, bro. What did I say in the beginning? You're that guy with the bells on his head trying to entertain the king. That's what he is.
Cool,
really what he is, bro.
You're a loser. But what makes you even more of a loser is you couldn't even commit to the bit with him. You couldn't dive head first in it. Why? You wanted some sort of cope. You wanted some sort of escape. You wanted some sort of rationale to be like, I didn't even say the lyric. But then they flipped it on your head, you dickhead. These people that you thought you were gonna be cool with. But after seeing all that, Sneako is on his like angry tip. Like his reaction is to defend himself by going back it off.
Because it's Sneako. What do you expect, bro? He's literally a snake. Sneako, bro. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he's the victim. He's always the victim, right? That's how it works.
These people. He first starts off with his normal grift of saying that, yo, people are mad at this, but what about this? If he had to get one tattoo, I know he's Muslim now. If he had to get one tattoo, though, I think Sneako should get whataboutism tattooed across his chest and flex it every single time that he gets into some sort of trouble, because that's always what he reverts to.
Aiden is one of my good friends. What he said just sucked. Do you hear what he's saying? I don't need to play the whole one more time.
You were just becoming good again.
I was just becoming good again. What does that mean? I was just becoming good.
It means that you were, hold on, let me zoom in real quick. It means that you were a dumbass. Everybody hated you. That's why you got banned. The second you got back, you understood everything and you were like, oh my gosh, I got banned. Let me calm down. Okay, calm down for 2 weeks, but your inner demon couldn't hold. You couldn't control your true desires, right? Yeah. It's crazy how literally you get banned for so long, you come back, and then 2 weeks later, bro, you're in the same fucking boat, bro. It sucks. It really sucks, bro.
Again, I was just being a good enough goy to be mainstream. I was just being a good enough goy to have good PR. That's what he's saying. You weren't attacking and you weren't hurting people's feelings enough. You had good PR. Let's break down what did I do to be bad, Aiden Ross? What did I say?
You did a lot of things to be bad, bro. there's plenty of things to be bad, bro. You did so many controversial things that affected so many people negatively, and so many people disagreed with you. Now, when it comes to speaking about the vaccine, that's cool, I agree. When it comes to those things, okay. But when it comes to getting political for no reason, even though you're a YouTuber, when it comes to rage baiting, when it comes to supporting Andrew Tate, the bottom V, right? It's just stupid, and it's a lot of hate towards the people who genuinely do see the real picture and you see the fake picture. And so that's really what it is. You did a lot of bad things. That's why you got banned. You talked about things that plainly people should just stay away from. I don't hold any power to do that. And so you did a lot of things like that. You know, it affected many people. You finally got another chance. YouTube was like, you know what? It's been a while. Come back. Came back. 2 weeks later, you're starting up drama again. You're being racist again. You're glorifying some guy who killed pregnant women and children and men. This is bad. This is just very sad, you know what I'm saying? And it's just sad, it's just sad, bro. It's just sad. And so you can't justify this shit, bro. You can play the victim all you want. You can say, oh, it's not my fault, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter, bro. You literally deserve everything coming your way.
That was bad. I played a song in a club that you didn't like. Look at the other thing. Look, but here's the problem and why I'm so sick of this and why I'm talking about this. Because taking a deal, and this is all these people, it's not directed at Aiden.
Oh my God.
Millions of fucking dollars while your fans go broke.
Oh my God.
A brand risk. It's PR friendly for.
You don't have to hate on other people to avoid hating yourself, Sneako. You're a self-destroying person. This is literally the definition of self-destruction, bro. Like, this is just sad, bro.
Girl to turn 18, and she already has all the OnlyFans ready, and she drops it on the night of her birthday. Right
now, Aiden, I'm sorry for pausing. Aiden's that's a whole fucking, you know, situation in and of itself. That's a whole nother video. But just Aiden in general, bro, he's a slimy individual. He's very evil and he sucks. But that doesn't justify what you're doing. You're on, if not the same level, you're a little bigger than him when it comes to the sliminess, right? So you can't kick somebody else down while you're down, so the people kicking can focus on them, right? If that makes sense.
That's still PR friendly. People who do it's one of the. I'm gonna talk about it right now. Has one of the highest out of any addiction.
Come on, bro.
Killing themselves. And you can make millions and millions and millions of dollars promoting it every day, knowing that it's rotting your audience. So the reason you get rich is because they get poor.
Sneako's done a dick shoot.
He's done it?
Yeah.
What the
That's
fuck are you
real?
talking?
That's
No,
not
I
like the
didn't.
fucking
No,
AI.
No, that's a real picture.
What
Sneako's
the
Scott.
Aiden, what the
Oh no, yeah, leaked.
What the fuck are you talking about? This is not true. He knows this is not true. Why is he saying this on a stream in front of people? What is?
No way he can't take a joke now all of a sudden.
Why is that the way he's speaking about me publicly? This is false, and he knows this, and I've said this to him.
He's just trolling because he's a slimy individual, bro. Listen, at the end of the day, guys, Sneako, the Red Pill community, the Looks Max community, I made a video about it. It's just disgusting. If you follow these things, maybe because you have no father figure, or you don't have guidance in your life, or you don't know where else to look, well, hey, man, I'm going to sit here and tell you right now, I'm not perfect. I'm not here with my fucking 90-degree jawline. I don't pull countless bikini girls. Regardless of what it is, you are your own person. You can think for yourself. Don't let these guys think for you. If you let anybody think for yourself, pick somebody good. These guys are not who you want to pick, bro. And now they are getting exposed just for that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hope, like I said, the delusional people who follow these guys snap out of their delusions, bro. These guys are not it, man. Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, Myron Curvicular, Aiden Ross, Sneako, the Adam 22 and his cuck wife, which, by the way, he got fucked in boxing. But anyways, just this red pill looks maxing shit. Stay away from this. It's bullshit. It's just stupid. All right. It's a bunch of incel, insecure, black pill, red pill guys. It's very sad. It's very insecure. You know what I'm saying? There's so many other ways. There's so many better ways to have confidence, to look better, to achieve the things you want in your life. And if you guys are interested, well, let me know. I'll make more self-improvement videos. I have a self-improvement playlist in my channel where I speak upon these topics. But yeah, man. So thank y'all for watching the video. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Comment down below. I respond to almost every comment, so let's have a conversation. And yeah, man, you know, we'll see how things pan out even more in the future. But yeah, I'm glad that his friends are finally leaving him, even though his friends are dumb as fuck too. And I'm glad that he's showing to the world who he truly is. So yeah, man, without further ado, thank y'all for watching. God bless. And I'll see y'all in my next one, man. Peace.